Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic:
if band names were literal, what would be the worst concert to attend? Napalm Death. Acid bath also sounds pretty unpleasant. I heard The Scream of the Butterfly when I was in high school and all my clothes turned black. The Killers. Is it just a concert on death row? I dunno, but somebody told me. Oh wait, it was Jenny, she was a friend of mine. They'll have a guest singer joining them, Andy. I hear he's quite a star. It's not literally a cradle of filth? Oh, no, that would be horrible. Quote, an ill wind is blowing. Last night I was stirred from my slumber by a crow calling 3 times. Caw. Caw. Well, you know what a crow sounds like. Passing to my window, I trod on a piece of Lego. Oh, it went right in the heel. Turning on my television set, I noticed the reception wasn't great. Not terrible, just not great. Hear me well, no good can come of your trip to the theater tonight, no good at all. Quote, hello, Richmond. Richmond LS out of his room? Why is Richmond out of his room? How come you never see any Cockney goths? Cannibal corpse. Cattle decapitation. Infant annihilator. Gonna have to go with infant annihilator. Good thing I don't have any infants to bring for infant annihilator. No. It's an infant that does the annihilation of everything. The butthole surfers. How big are the surfers? It depends. How big are the buttholes? REM. Would be a total snooze fest. Absolutely orgasmic for insomniacs. What about the Strokes? Just a bunch of dudes on stage suffering strokes. Edit. You guys are a bunch of perverts LMAO. Or a bunch of dudes on stage stroking it. Guess your idea is more correct. The Smiths. There would be, like, 5 million people on stage. They'd be smelting up there. They might be giants. Can you imagine the suspense? Are they? Or aren't they? Imagine Dragons would be an interesting headliner. I can do that at home. If it's the Police, that's not a concert. That's a sting operation. Edit. Thanks for the silver kind stranger. Whomever you are. Edit 2. OMG. Thank you for the gold. Another random stranger. 10,000 maniacs. A crowd of that many nutcases would certainly trouble me. I'm a bit older, but I'm thinking Anthrax would be a great show. Nobody survived. Well, this got popular. Notman Strong. Lodded Dipper. I knew this would pop up. Exploded Diaper. Weezer. A bunch of people having asthma attacks on stage. Supported by massive attack, or air supply. Diarrhea Planet, with Infant Annihilator as the opening act. LMAO. Diarrhea Planet is a band. Yes. Nicest dudes in the world. We opened for them back in the day, and during our first song I broke a string. I run off the stage to grab a new one and one of their guitarists stopped me. Handed me his guitar, and told me he'd have mine restrung by our next song. The Dead Kennedys would stink. Not worse than the Dead Milkmen. On the upside, just imagine what a Nirvana concert would be like. Rainbow Kitten Surprise would be adorable. And sublime. Alternatively, Smashing Pumpkins might make for a fun set. Edit. Thank you to all ~176 ~42,069 of you who decided to not read each other's responses and tell me about Gallagher. Edit 2. So many additional upvotes and messages about Gallagher. I played you suckers like a fiddle. Bare naked ladies probably get a much larger fan base. Homer Simpson, smiling politely. Band of Horses would be funny. Modest Mouse would be difficult to see. Better than Dead Mouse. Lol, I just imagine someone standing backstage throwing a dead mouse onto the stage and that's it. Spice Girls wouldn't be the worst, but imagine watching a load of girls on Spice. So just watching the Bene Gesserit? Edit. Thanks for the June love. I've been waiting for it to take hold for decades. Massive Attack. That could be interpreted a couple of different ways. Insane Clown Posse would be terrifying. I feel like that's already pretty literal. I've never met a juggalo with their head screwed on right. The Upstanding Citizen Clown Posse. You show up for the concert, but they tell you it's next week. Next week. Same story. It's scheduled for next Saturday. You're never actually going to hear Future Sound of London. 98 degrees. That's just too hot to enjoy anything. It may get really lit when they tour outside North America. Airborne Toxic Event. I feel like in 2020, we had that concert over and over and over again. Talking heads would be a bit surreal. Imagining they're just heads in jars. As depicted on Futurama. Toadies could be rather dull to watch. Assuming you could even see a group of toads sitting up on the stage. Might be a challenge to find a big enough venue for Phantom Planet. Panic at the Disco. I don't wanna be trampled. Sum 41 would just be something like 27 plus 14 on a whiteboard. That's why they should just rename as the sums. Ooh, Lady Gaga. Just a grown woman making baby noises and you have to like it or she'll cry and scream like a baby. So a Yoko Ono concert? Limp Bizkit only one step up from Soggy Biscuit. When I was in high school I was told that Limp Bizkit is named after a game similar to a circle jerk, where a bunch of sailors jack off on a biscuit and the last one to come has to eat the biscuit. I have no idea if this is true and I'm too lazy to search the internet. It's true. Corn would be very boring. Not unless you're a Warhammer enthusiast and enjoy chairs of unreasonable size and questionable construction material.